Recording is on.
Okay, so in from lung. Okay. Why are you feeling full, very lower abdominally though? I went to our abdominal. Okay. Is there another female that passed of uterine?
My aunt, the one that you have the picture of. Yeah. That's why cancer heavy.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. I'm like,
You're probably getting a lot of
I am.
in my family.
You'll see me channel, and then I come back and it's my normal personality. I'm like, oh my God, are you fucking kidding me? It was not that big. She says it was heavy as a bowling ball, but I know it was like this big. Is a tumor like that big? She's talking about being heavy as a bowling ball, and I'm like, no. Hang on.
Yeah.
Wait, is this your mother? I mean, you're not. This is your aunt, but is it your mother's sister?
It's my mom's stepsister.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. Okay. Is it due to your grandfather?
No. Yeah, actually.
Okay. Sorry, because they're having a conversation, and I'm just like dropping in, and I'm like, oh, okay, and so I'm picking up information. I worry about signs in your mother. Is your mother showing signs of cancer and stuff like that? Because that's what it feels like.
She's had a lot of like scares, like thyroid, breast, all that. Don't tell me that. That freaks me out. She's like I'm like her protector.
Well, you are, and that's the whole thing behind it. Hang on. They're talking about she stays healthy. She's a hard worker. She does this. Like she's.
Holy, yeah.
Yeah. She was the one that really supported me in all this. Okay, so your mom was the one that supported her in all this because she's talking about being there, but like being okay, cool. Nothing. When I left, I had nothing. Okay, so she had cut her hair off all the way, or was it very, very like fringy at the end of all this?
Well, when she was younger, she had like shorter, like fringy hair, but I think they shaved it once it got like to that point.
Yeah, because she's talking about I had all this, and then she shows me down.
Yeah, she had so much hair, so much hair.
And she's talking about the end where it's like 2 or 3 little strips, like just coming out instead of it being like
full like it was. That's crazy. Oh my gosh.
Right, it's weird. Hang on. Even you find your father annoying?
Incredibly.
Okay. Because they said we find him annoying. How do you think even she finds him incredibly annoying? And I'm like, you find your father annoying? Hang on.
Yeah.
It's a conversation. Sorry. So when I paused, I didn't even get to explain the whole thing. So I get all these phrases, and they're a phrase person, and I'm getting them through my head, and you're gonna see me be like this, and it's because I'm trying to transcribe it. Did you buy a sweater for your cat?
I almost did.
Because they're talking about buying it and then being like, ugh, like that. And I'm like, okay. Poor thing's already been through enough. Is the male cat the big thing? Is there a male cat? I know.
He's a fatty. He's a surgery, actually.
Okay. He says, they say, he just puts up with her. Hang on. Did you have this small dog though?
Yeah, I have a little dog. His name's Minnow.
Cool, perfect. Okay. So the aunt's talking about not giving you like a whole. I'm asking her like, what were these big moments? What was this? And she was like, I wasn't able really to like give her a whole bunch of advice. Was she? I just kind of like dealt with like normal daily life. Okay. I was too focused on what was going on. Okay. She did hold my hand through it. Okay. Did you hold her hand towards the end of it?
I wasn't like around much, but I was like very
Young.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
That's what she's showing. She's like, I try to give her my advice. Like everything's very open, and then she talks about this for a second, and then but it's very fleeting. It's like almost like peering over the bed, watching versus being a big part of it.
Yeah.
A brother. Do you have a brother?
I have a younger brother, yeah.
Okay, cool. They're like her and her brother. I'm like, okay, cool. So, okay. He's never going to realize how to stop annoying her. Okay, cool.
My dad or my brother?
Brother.
Oh, yeah, he drives me nuts.
Okay, but the dad picks on you all the time. Hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on. He says that's going to be your best friend later on, and I don't want to say this right now, but I'm going to because that's just who I am. I feel like you're going to end up being with your dad a lot more than you are your mom.
I mean, yeah, recently because I live with my dad and like we had a kind of a rift, but
even later on.
Okay.
Okay. Like that.
Okay.
They're in their 40s right now, correct?
My dad, he just turned 50. My mom's 45.
Cool. Perfect. Okay. Doesn't even know what boys are right for. Okay, so you don't even know what boys are right for you. Okay, that's fine. That's good. I agree.
Nope.
Okay.
Never, not once.
You don't need them right now. They're all dumb. Everybody around your area, in your circle area, is just, there's nothing. Hang on. You don't need it though right now.
I just got out of a bad relationship, so.
She goes, she fought hard for that. You fought hard for that relationship. Yeah.
Yeah, he was pretty mean, so.
They're talking about, they show me a sign of like being a jock, like an angry jock, like shoving the door, like banging it. Not saying that's what that means, but that just means like very aggressive, very angry, very like it's all about me, like that's.
Yeah, he's pretty like not physically, but verbally abusive. So.
Yeah, he's big. Hang on. See it. Did y'all move away from this aunt's place where she's buried?
She's buried in Miami, I think.
Okay, because she says, I wish they were around where they could see my grave. How far away is that from you?
I live probably like an hour and a half away from.
So that's okay, cool. Okay, so she was she married and divorced?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Because she's talking about
both
him
of them
still living. Okay.
Yeah, they both are.
Yeah, still being living. Okay. Do you know from your mom, or from your dad, were they ever wanting to go on a cruise, but they were never able to do it?
Maybe my dad.
Okay.
My mom's been on cruises. She goes on a lot of cruises, so probably my dad.
Okay, I don't know, because she's talking about there was a cruise. I don't normally get big ships that go bah! In my head. Okay.
Well, maybe because we were supposed to go on like a family trip, couple of years before she died, so maybe
Okay.
that could be it.
Okay, hang on. We're all gonna go to the Bahamas.
I think so, yeah.
Hang on. Were you 12 or 13?
Mhm.
Okay. She says, I'm so glad I wasn't there when you're older, honey, because I would have you out. Hang on. Hang on. She says she's gotten herself into shit because of what other people have wanted her to do.
I can see that.
Which means you normally get into shit because you go along with what other people want you to do.
Yeah.
She goes, she's the queen, she's the scapegoat. And I'm like, oh my God, pipe down. Hang on. Okay, so you finally separated yourself from those friends, correct?
Yeah.
In a way.
A few of my friends, yeah.
You should do a little bit more.
Okay.
But just FYI, it's going to take time. I can only say so much. But
okay.
Hang on. Did you want to be a lawyer at one point?
I what's the word? I played with the idea.
The idea? Okay.
My sister
Now you're
probably
doing
was
business, correct? What are you doing now? Business?
Cosmetology, but I'm actually thinking about going to school for business.
Really? Okay. Because they're talking about arguing with people, and then they're like, nope, and then they go into this. Hang on. It's too expensive where you're at, though. You need to move. Too expensive where you're at. Hang on. Have you ever thought about moving like near Pensacola?
No, anywhere I'd want to move to like Oregon, like so far.
Don't go all the way up there. Don't. There's not a whole lot of business up there. I can tell you, I've traveled there. And I have 3 businesses, so I know all about it. Hang on. Okay, you're in hair right now, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you look into, like, what do you call it? Hang on. I don't even know what you call it. Sorry, I see the image. I feel it. I don't know what you call it, though. You know where they do Botox and filler and things of that nature?
Oh, like esthetician?
Esthetician. Look into that. But look into, so normal esthetician is just facials.
Mm-hmm.
Look into medical or med spa esthetician because you would be really, really good at that. And then you can go on your own and you can have your own business and you can move around. You could even be like a traveling nurse. That's pretty much what it would be.
That would be cool.
It's going to take a few years. I don't want you to be completely fucked off by that taking a few years. Okay. Mm-hmm. But in the long run, with the amount of money you would make and the consistency you'd be able to have, it would be really, really good for you. Hang on. Okay, did her mom take most of her stuff and she wasn't able, like nobody else was really able to get anything back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Both aunts, actually.
Yeah, both. Okay, so, but your dad still has some of her stuff at his house.
Yeah.
Yeah. style. Did you wish you had? Okay, this is a weird thing because I know you didn't wish you had her style. Do you? That's what she says. She wished she had my style. But then I'm like looking back to who she is.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, no, 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 no. Sorry, I argue with myself sometimes. Hang on. The last thing I said to her was, good job, you look beautiful. Hang on. So she was prepping you up for something. Hang on. Okay. So she was not, and okay, she had been married. Okay. But then the gentleman had come back at her passing. Hang on. That was there. That was there. They had left us. You really thought, sorry, this is how they do. They go back and forth. You really thought you were going to marry this other guy. Fuck him. The boyfriend you're with. Hang on. Fuck him.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That's what they're talking about. Like, they take me into like super intimate moments, like at the time of her passing, and like where everybody's at and how everybody's standing around the bed, like all that. And then she's like, but wait, she thought in a boof, like way over left field. And I'm like, oh my god, I just got to tell you what's happening here. Hang on. You pleaded so bad to try to make that happen. You even tried to make it happen to work with his family, even though you fucking hated his mom. You're like, no, I liked his mom. No, you hated his mom. Shut up. Don't give me that shit. Sorry. No, she was fine. Shut up. Everybody knew. She babied her son too much. Way too much. It's just what it is. She's very argumentative about that. I'm asking her like what her passing, like who was all there, all this, and then she decides to like put it over here on that side of it. You did the right thing. Don't think anything more of it. Don't think anything of like I should go back to that or what if, could have, would have, would have. Fuck that. She says, I love her. She's strong. She has me. She's very sassy compared to your father. Your father's annoying, but she's very, very fun. And I do like her. I like her a whole lot. I like her a whole lot. She says, tell your dad he needs to go and get himself out more.
He's been quarantining for the last like 5 months.
Really?
Just going to work. That's it. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Like the grocery store, but like that's it.
I get it.
It's hilarious.
She's
still roasting him.
and with him, she's talking about how he's turned into like this old fuddy-duddy of a dad, and how he used to be like this hip hopping and like cool person.
Yeah.
And you even gotten old pictures of him, correct? Yeah, you do. Hang on. I mean, but he was still a nerd at that point. Hang on. Okay, that was just okay. She says I was his younger sister, but she feels older than him.
She was older. She was the oldest.
Okay.
He's the baby.
Okay, because she's talking about him like leading her around, like telling her what to do. But it's like
seems like him.
Yeah. Okay, so he let all the other women do everything for him.
It was him and his 2 older sisters when his mom left. So
they're talking about with her funeral and everything. He let all the women do everything for him. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, he didn't handle her death well.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, she's fine. She's okay. So this has been a very entertaining session. I absolutely adore it. I love it. So what I want you to do right now in closing, okay, so closing, I want you to take 5 minutes. This is a sad session, but it's not. Everybody always thinks like, oh, I'm going to cry. I'm going to do this. A lot of times they're very entertaining because they're super funny. Like, and they're very, she is. That's exactly how it is. So I want you to take 5 or 10 minutes and have a good breather for yourself or a good cry. That's what I like to say. Another thing is that if you have any questions about our session, or if you need anything, just email me or message me. I encourage you tomorrow to re-listen to it, okay, when you get it. That way, if there's something that you didn't hear or something like that, you can be like, oh shit. And then if you have questions about it, just email me, okay? And then if you or somebody else needs something, just let me know I'm here. I live here, okay? But
I really want my dad to like do this.
I would say if you wanted to book a 30-minute and then just have him come in, I think it'd be really cool for him. Just book a 30-minute.
Because he like really didn't handle her death well, so it was like hard on him. So
we'll bring him in. It'll be it. I've had it before where I've read daughters, and then I end up reading mothers and daughters, or I end up reading entire families. It gets pretty intense. But yeah, just let me know. Just email me.
Okay, I will.
I love you, girl.
I love you too. Thank you.
Bye, baby.